dangerous, wasn't it?
Now for the next trick.
I'm not walking.
Now, a funny thing happened to me a week or so ago. I occasionally go into nurseries and do stories with the kids. So this time I was doing a story, a little rhyme. You go knock at the door, peep in, lift the latch, walk in, chin chopper, chin chopper, chin chopper, chin. I did it a few times. Then I noticed the staff was stifling laughter. So what's funny about that? Then I suddenly realised I told everybody to get the knockers out. They didn't. So what I'm going to do tonight is, first time I came here, I did a local legend about the dragon that flew over the hill.
Now explain the tightrope walk.
I think it's one of those nights.
Yes.
Yeah, so I did a local legend about a dragon that's supposed to flew out from Halton Castle. I think a few weeks ago I did a legend about a mermaid that lived in the River Mersey. Well, tonight I'm going to do a legend based on Alderley Edge. I don't know if everybody's been there, that big rocky Stans Road outcrop just outside Alderley up in south of Manchester. Well, they've got a big fair there on Saturday and they've asked me to storytell in the gazebo, and they particularly asked me to do this legend. So I haven't done it before, so if I do it here, a little bit of practice for me. Now, Alderley Edge, as you know, it's in south of Manchester. It's kind of in between that bustling market town of Macclesfield and the other side, the big sprawling village of Mobberley. And the legend goes that once there was a farmer. He lived in Mobberley and he'd raised a horse, a white horse. It was the finest horse he'd ever raised. It was that sort of horse that would be fit for a king. And when the time was right, he decided to take the cross through Alderley Edge, up and over the top, and down to Macclesfield to sell it. And he knew he was going to get a few bob for that horse, because that horse he knew was fit for a king. But as he was taking over the top of Alderley Edge, the horse suddenly stopped, right by a little feature called Thieves Hollow. He couldn't understand it. This horse was the most obedient horse he had. Why wasn't it going forward? He gave a little shove, nothing happened. Then he looked up, and there, sort of materialised from the mist, was this old guy. Long white hair, long white beard, and a travelling cloak on with a hood up, with a staff in his hand. And he said to the farmer, "You're going to sell the horse, aren't you?" And he says, "Yes, I am, and I'd like to buy it." I'm sorry to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, but that farmer was really rude to that old guy. Don't get on his way. He's going to get a few bob down in the market. So he rode on, but the old guy said to him, "Mark my words, you won't sell that horse today, and I'll be back here tonight at sunset." That farmer, how's that going to happen? How am I not going to sell this horse? It's the finest horse I've ever seen. This horse is fit for a king. We took it down to Macclesfield Market, and many people admired that horse. But did he sell it? No, he did not. And as the market packed down, head down, he headed back for Mobberley with his horse. But as he was passing Thieves Hollow, the old guy, or a wizard, as we can call him, appeared from nowhere. And he said, "I'm taking a horse off you now. Come with me." And the legend is quite specific, the route he takes. I don't know if you've ever been up to Alderley Edge, but when you go to the Wizard Pub car park, there's a little hollow on the right, which is Thieves Hollow. You follow the path down, and there's 7 fairs, which is the old encampment on the left. You follow the path further, and there on the right is an old marker stone called Golden Stone. There they turned left, and they made their way the long path until they come to the viewpoint, which was Stormy Edge, with a fantastic view right across the Cheshire Plains. And then you start going down the hill into the woods, and there's a huge big sandstone outcrop sticking up. And there they stopped. And the wizard got out his staff And a ring of thunder crashed round the mountainside and round the hillside. And that farmer, he was absolutely terrified. He didn't know what was going to happen. There's the thunder, there's no thunder in the clouds in the sky, but there's thunder from that shaft. And there's this crazy old guy who stopped him back. No wonder he was petrified. But the funny thing was, the horse wasn't bothered. It was though he meant to be there. And the wizard had a kind expression on his face. Said to the farmer, calm down, all will be fine. And when the farmer looked up, he couldn't believe his eyes, because of where the rocks were, there was a pair of iron gates. And behind it was a long passage. The wizard opened the gates and let the farmer and the horse through, until eventually a big cave opened up, and there lined up was 140 knights, each one with a white horse alongside it, all bar one. And his horse, as though he knew what it meant to do, went and stood by the final knight. And the wizard explained to the farmer, see these 140 knights? I've been waiting for this final horse to get them all ready, because they're sleeping here until England has need of them. There's going to be a great battle, which will be 3 times won and 3 times lost. And at that point, these 140 knights with the white horses will come out of the hillside and drive the enemy into the sea. Then the farmer was then about to have another surprise, because the wizard took him to the next cave, and he couldn't believe his eyes, because there mounted up was the richest treasure he'd ever seen. And the wizard said, fill your pockets with what you can see for payment for your horse. So he did. The wizard took him out to the cave, past the iron gates, and left the farmer there. And when he looked round, the wizard was gone, and so were those gates. But there's a full moon in the sky, and he's able to make his way back home to Moberly. Now that farmer went back there many times trying to find those iron gates, but he never ever found them. And many people have been there looking for them since. No one's found them. But maybe, just maybe, someone in this room might go there and discover them. And if you do, come here to Jojo's open mic nights and let me know.